chess friends, I hope you're well. Today I'll share my recent tournament match with Caissa on chess.com. In the Computer Chess Championship event, I am holding the top position, because I am the self-proclaimed chess god of this universe. I'll showcase my encounter with Caissa, a formidable chess AI boasting rich threads and functions. Let's dive into the game. I started the game with d4, we have knight f3 c4 called Indian opening, e6 by Caissa, which is the most popular move. White can choose Nd3 Indian, anti-Nd3 or g3, okay, I played anti-Nd3 defense and she suddenly takes the pawn, turning the into Qga. I didn't expect it because I think girls' mind are impossible to understand. E4 hits to the pawn, bishop b4 pins the knight with the pawn target, so I played the same tactic with her, pinning the knight, and e5 is a threat. She replied with b5 and you can with e5. Let me show you the variation, h6 to target it. Bishop h4, knight takes pawn, pawn takes bishop takes pawn to threat the knight, so black has to play knight d7, queen f3, rook b8, pawn captured, and the game could continue like this. Black holds certain initial advantages, unable to castle, while white's position is notably prosperous. Do all the good you can, for all the people you can, in all the ways you can, as long as you can. Back to the position, I played a4 to target the pawn. If you dare to play bishop p7 to protect the pawn because the knight is pinned, so after e5, h6 captured, rook g8 h4, rook takes pawn takes rook g8, white plays crazy knight jump on e5 to create troubles in kingside, so after knight c6 white sacrifices his knight on f7. Captured rook h7 check, and the king can't run any of these squares because queen f3 or queen to h5 can destroy your position completely, as in the World War II. Russia defeated Germany completely, so rook g7 g6 check. Capturing the pawn is not the best, as the queen can enter to the black's territory and expose the king. You will lose rook, so in this position we have king f8, queen f3 check, king here, queen h5, threatening rook h8 mate, so king f8. Now play deadly move rook h8. The king has to run and sacrifice his love to survive, but in this position if you dare to block the check with the rook, then queen h7 will be destructive, threatening checkmate in 2 moves. No matter what you will play, you will lose the game. Don't settle for what life gives you, make life better and build something. Back to the position, she played bishop e7 to target the pawn, pawn captured, h6 bishop h4 knight d7, and we have castle. I am threatening to take the bishop and you shouldn't capture the knight. Let me show you why. The advantage I gain is that I get connected pawns and I can make a good pieces combination to attack black directly on the board. So knight b6, knight e2, castle c4, c6 capture knight e6. Targeting to the bishop, and if you move up the queen then you will lose knight with ugly pawn structure, so bishop b7. Queen c1, sacrificing the pawn on d4 to capture the knight on f6, capture, and rook a3, threatening rook g3 check, so you can't capture the knight. Queen can arrive on h6 and destroy black completely. I am not going to that variation. Let's say queen h4, king ups, rook g4 targets to the queen, queen h5, rook g7 check, attacking both of the king and queen at the same time. Game will be over. Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. So back to the position, we have bishop to b7, queen e2, threatening to push the d pawn, so bishop moves away all the way back, unpinning the knight, knight e5 castle, rook d1, knight b6, bishop d3. I want to make a queen bishop battle to launch an attack in this diagonal. Play h3 and take the knight. She played knight d7 and we have first piece exchange. Queen takes bishop will stand a serious problem in kingside. g6 may weak the structure, so we have knight e7. h3, knight d5, queen g4. I want to bring my rook like this to attack in this g-file. For this reason Caissa responded with knight f6, kicking out the queen, queen c8, rook c1 a6, and I sacrificed the pawn on b6. She captured it and we have knight e4. If you dare to save the queen, let's say queen d8, then we will capture the knight on f6, takes to mate him on h7. Black responds with f5, but it doesn't matter to us because we can simply add another attack with the rook. Queen captured d4 to target the knight and the g7 square at the same time, so rook e1 protects the knight. Black have 2 options to consider. Either he can move the rook or the bishop. If rook d8 happen, then after rook c4, black has to move back, rook h4, and black is completely dead lost here. So back to the position, If you dare to play bishop e4 to block the rook line, then we will attack black in another way. Queen g5 check targets to the knight and king. Knight blocks, capture capture capture. Takes queen blocks, queen takes check. If you play rook f7, then rook g3 will pin your queen. So we have king h8, rook takes pawn to checkmate him. Rook f7, rook g8, queen backs, rook check blocks, and it will be a checkmate in just 2 moves. And chess friends, if you are enjoying them, please like, subscribe and comment to my channel. I need your help. Back to the position. Caissa played knight d5 target the queen. I played brilliant knight f6 check, forcing black to capture the knight with his knight. Then I win your queen on c8. So in this position, if you dare to capture the knight with the pawn, queen takes h6 loses immediately. You has to play f5 to block it, then you will lose the queen on c8 anyway. So back to the position. She captured the knight, and I win her queen. She played excellently with me in this game, but some inaccuracies are there. Hope you enjoyed the video and watch the end game how I bring her into checkmate. So wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon.